Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Black Clover episode 76. So, we are continuing on with our little tournament arc that's going on. We have a handful of fights that several of them we don't know the characters, I believe, at all on either team. So I feel like they're going to go by very fast. I had my theory that either we're going to blow through the remaining fights and get to Noelle's fight this episode, or we're gonna have this episode end with Noelle's fight starting, and then next episode is gonna spend a lot of time on Noelle's fight and Yuno, because Yuno and Noelle are pretty big characters. So, and especially with Noelle going against her brother right away, I think that's gonna be a pretty big fight. So yeah, let's see how close to my predictions are right, and my predictions for the tournament that I went over at the start of this, and see if I get some of these right, especially some of these ones where I just had to guess because I didn't know who was who. Actually, during the opening, I might actually open it up because I'm not even sure I remember who I chose to win some of these fights that are, two teams that I don't know. But anyways, let's get started, shall we? Because I'm excited to see more of this. All right, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alright, what are we gonna see? Okay, yeah, this bit. Let's see, so I think I can open this up. Where did I put this? I saved it there. Boom. Shrink it down a bit to make sure my recording stuff is still going. Yeah, so I think the next fight is going to be... I want to see who that person named X is. That's like the next fight. X, Nils, and Ruben versus Laurent, Winsley, and Nyx. A little bit of recap. Okay. Yes. Yeah, so we have 3 fights. Only one of them has someone we know, I think, which is Luck's fight, which is in the middle between the two. Not counting, obviously, Noelle's at the very end. I was counting up to Noelle's. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Well, I feel pretty good about my predictions right now, guys. I just saw the episode title. It's called Mage X. And I picked X as winning that round just because I thought his name sounded cool. And if the episode is titled after him, who is it? Like, is it going to be some badass that we haven't seen yet or something, I wonder? Maybe I'm getting too hyped over a title. Maybe they just didn't know what else to title this episode. Dude. But they had to have named it after X with, like... Especially if Luck's fight is going to be in this episode, too, with, like, that him being someone we know. Luck and Close, actually. I forgot they're on the same team. Sorry, Close, I don't mean to forget you. Alright. Yeah. Alright, round 5. Who is X? I don't think either of them are X. Okay, it's the one we haven't seen yet, I bet, right? Times. God damn it. Yeah, we only saw 2 and then a team of 3. Entered a non... Oh, wait, so... Oh, they don't even know who's on their team. Anonymous? So is it gonna be someone... Oh. Is that X? What? His lips aren't even moving. Oh, it's a disguise? What? Captains can join this? Oh no. Okay, so captains could have entered, just none of the other ones? Or did he just amend that rule because he wanted to he just said he wanted to see his magic again? It's shit. To be fair, this we'll see. He might be very strong. He's probably very strong, but he's definitely an underdog, I feel like, because he doesn't seem extremely strong. He is a butler. Okay. Alright. Oh god. Oh my god. Where did he get the tea? Yeah. I guess he must be more royalty. I mean, it makes sense if he's a captain. Like, seems like a lot of the captains are some kind of royalty, except for, like, Yami. I guess, Jack doesn't really act like royalty, but maybe he is. What? I'm starting to doubt my second round where I have Luck and Klaus beating him now that I know who X is. Alright. Begin. Alright. Painter. What a quirky dude. Okay. Okay. Let's see how strong he is with his paint magic. Okay. I still... I feel like it must be an act or something. Right? How can he be a captain? Yeah, the Wizard King isn't, like, flustered at all either. Okay. Now we're about to see him, now that they're firing off all their attacks. Icicle Bridge. He's gonna do something. Backstory? 4 years ago. Okay, backstory. What? Ominous. Oh shit. Okay, he has a lot of magic. I figured he did, but... Well... A boy who's a monster. Everyone thinks he's a monster. Why does that seem familiar, and who is he probably going to be fighting next? Luck. Who is also a boy that was seen as a monster. Jesus. I want to see a bit from his perspective. Jeez. Oh, did he get the scar on his head? He has a scar on his... Walter has a scar on his forehead, right? Is this where he gets it? By being persistent? So... Do all of his paintings come, like, alive now as power, and he hates it? Shit. He just slapped that kid. Jeez. Yep, that's where you got the scar. Jeez. Well, that's the one. Dedicated butler. Okay. Cool backstory stuff for Rill. That's his name, right? I believe. What a badass. You're trying to teach him the pain of people, yet you tell him that that's just a scratch. His hair is always, like, glowing. Okay. Aww. Youngest captain in history. Damn. Nice. I don't know if we knew that or not. I don't think we did. If we did, I don't remember. Alright. Recreate every magical attribute. That seems pretty good. He's the avatar of this world. It's pretty good. Makes sense. Jeez. Oh god. That's kind of like what we saw happen to the purple orca or whatever captain before. Alright. Teammate freeing him. Ahoo! Oh. That's his other teammate, right? Huh. Okay. So the one dude made a sword. Okay. Nice. Well, that prediction was right. I literally only picked X because I thought his name was cool. I had no idea it was going to be real. It's a pretty cool, like, painting thing, though. I'm curious how this is going to go against Luck now. I'm a little worried about my prediction now. Now that we know who it is, I think my prediction about Luck winning... But I shouldn't get ahead of myself. We gotta see if Luck and Close even win this round, even though I think they will. Please move! Okay. Arigato! Have we known his last name? Voltia? He's gonna run off on his own. Oh, who's this? Nah. Okay. Give it a roll. Pool the Angel. Alright. I have to remain the responsible one. Poor Klaus. Luck wants to come up with a plan? Oh. Okay, so they're setting up someone, a tough opponent. Okay. They built him up a little bit, so maybe this will be an interesting fight. Although it is luck. Episode's gonna end, isn't it? Damn. Well, I was wrong, guys. A whole episode dedicated to the one fight that or at least one of the two fights that I didn't think was gonna be a big deal, but it ended up being Rill, the captain of the Aqua Deer, and we got a bunch of his backstory. So that was cool. I thought we'd be at Noelle's fight at least. Like, either it would have started or at the very end of the episode we'd be there. But no, we're just starting Luck's fight, which means we might not have Noelle's fight until the episode after. Next episode. I'm excited to, we're kind of getting, like, build up for a lot of these characters, too. Although, we're definitely going to get more flashbacks, because I think we definitely need to get Zerk's flashbacks at some point, so... I was going to say we're kind of getting to know a lot of the characters now in the early rounds, and then we'll just be able to see them fight later on, but we still need to get to know Zerks and stuff like that. But anyways, that is the end of episode 76, guys. Yeah, cool. So, X ended up being Rill, and he has a ton of magic power, apparently, and he, I guess... I don't really understand what happened to him when he gained his magic power. Like, I kind of understand the gist of it, but I feel like they were very vague with it. There was, like, a line or two that I missed in his backstory. Like, ever since he got his grimoire, he shut himself in. But what was his reasoning? Let's see. After he's a monster, he's drawing a painting and he says, no, it's all wrong, 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 wrong. And then he makes it go boom. This isn't the picture that I want to draw. It has to be more. Yeah, so I guess I still don't fully understand. So my thought was that, like, maybe he was a painter prior to getting his grimoire, right? And then when he got his grimoire, he ended up getting magic that was based on his painting, And so he was trying to paint these different things, but all they were doing was like turning into elements and like exploding and stuff like that. Like whenever he'd color with red, it would just light on fire or something, you know? So like he wasn't able to actually do good drawings anymore, you know, or he wasn't able to do like drawings at all. Granted, we saw him do a drawing this episode, so maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. Maybe the magic, he just realized that he could do more with his magic now, and he feels like he's limited by the canvas that they were talking about, because like they built up the idea of him becoming a wizard so he can paint on an even greater canvas, you know, during his battles and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not sure that I fully understand the pain that he's going through, but let's be real. I almost don't understand any artist struggles, you know, that whole mentality. I am not even close to an artist. I can't draw for shit. I wish I could. Sometimes when I see people doing these, like, awesome drawings, I'm like, I wish I could do that. But, like, I just don't have... I'm not good from the start, right? And I know it takes practice, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people that are like... you just have to have this, like, natural talent. I think there is a small portion of natural talent, but I think you need to take that talent and refine it by working at it, you know? So, like, I do think there are people that can just, like, pick up a pen and draw something, like, decent, whereas me, like, I cannot get proportions right. I can't, like, I can't draw, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, shit. Why can't I think of the word? It's like when you're... I almost just had it too. It's like when you like are drawing someone's face, right? And it's split down the middle. Like I'll draw the left side and then I try to draw the right side and I can't get it to look like the left side at all and stuff like that. Like I'm just like I can trace pictures. Maybe if I had a picture to look at, I could try to redraw it, but I probably, like, by mimicking it, you know? But it would probably still be garbage, and I can't, like, if you just tell me to, like, draw someone's face without having any reference or something, it would be god-awful, you know? Like, stick figures are my go-to. And sure, maybe if I, like, really practice for, like, a long time, I'd eventually get there, but either way. I got sidetracked here. This has nothing to do with anything else. But yeah, I've never understood the whole, like, drama behind artists and their struggles and the mental state they need to be in to, like, draw their pictures and stuff like that. And I feel like that's what this was like, the artist struggle and stuff like that. But yeah, he said that Walter helped remind him how to be human or make him human again. Like, so I don't know. I guess I don't fully understand his struggle, but I like Walter and how he, like, you know, everyone else is calling him a monster and avoiding him and stuff like that, but Walter, like, faced him, you know, slapped this kid to snap him out of it and show him what he's doing and show him what pain is and stuff like that. So, I do wonder what he was like before he got his magic, because, like, it almost seemed like he got his magic and he forgot what it meant to be a human, you know? And Walter had to come remind him that people feel pain. Does that mean he just didn't feel pain up until now or something? Or what? But yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, he's able to... So, from what we've seen, most people are only able to do an element, right? Like, most of these people are firing, like, the chick that did ice here, and the dude that did fire here, and the guy that did plants, you know? Everyone seems to have, and Yuno does, like, wind, and Noelle does water, stuff like that. Like, they all seem to have an element that they specialize in, and I'm not sure that they're able to do any other elements. I think they said one time that they only have one element, but he's special in that he can recreate all of the elements using his paintings, so that's pretty crazy. That means whatever he goes up against, he's able to counter it. Now, I'm curious if he's able to do all the elements, like, is dark considered an element? Like, if he went up against Yami with his, like, dark slash, could he do light somehow with his painting? Or could he do darkness to counter the light abilities and stuff like that? Assuming that light and dark is like the counters to each other or something. I don't know how that all works. Like, because obviously I understand that water is the weakness of fire, and I understand how like fire melted the ice here, but like I don't know how it works with like the light and dark. And like that guy that does metal, could he do something? I mean, I guess he could use like, maybe he could do like high water pressure, because high water pressure could cut through metal. Or like, does he have like a counter to that? Like, I wonder how much he can counter other than just like fire, water, earth, wind. You know, like some of these other elements that people do. Are they able to? Is he able to like counter those as well? You know, or does it take like a special technique to counter those? I don't know, but or like spatial magic, like. I don't know what that's considered, so I guess you just have to fight around it. I'm guessing you can't counter everything, right? I don't know. I was just thinking of silly things. I guess it makes sense that you wouldn't be able to counter everything, so I'm sure there's some people he'd go up against it. He'd have a hard counter. And then, you know, Asta hard counters just about every Magic Knight because of his magic canceling, as long as he can use it properly, you know, in the right situation and stuff, so. But, yeah, I'm not feeling good about my prediction now. I still think that Luck is gonna win. Luck and Klaus are gonna win this battle, just because I have no idea who Rob, Francis, and Winston are. I guess they built up Winston, right? Was the wind guy? They built him up a little bit to be strong, so maybe we'll see a decent fight next episode, rather than just like a stomp of like some of these other characters that didn't really do much. You know, they kind of like stood there and just fired off a blast. But yeah, and then we have another fight after that of characters that we don't know. Ben, Brand, and Eric versus Bo, Mark, and Wade from the looks of it. I just had to pick a random person for that one because I didn't know. That's another one where I'd be surprised if I got it right. But yeah, I'm super worried about Rill, Nils, and Ruben versus Pooley, Luck, and Klaus, assuming that I'm right about Luck winning this round that they're at. I had Luck winning just because I didn't know who X, Nils, and Ruben were at the time. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So my bracket might not end up being perfect, although yeah, I still don't know what's gonna happen with a lot of these fights, actually, because like Finral like swore he'd win, but will he actually? Like, I also feel like maybe, like, I still like my idea of Finral losing and then Asta taking revenge for him, you know, but I would like to see Finral win, even though I don't have that as who I have winning. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited to get on with some, like, I'm excited to get into some of the higher rounds where, like, don't get me wrong, some of these are interesting, but I feel like there's always one team that maybe isn't quite as strong as the team that won, you know, whereas as we get farther up in the tiers, we're going to be versing stronger and stronger teams, and I'm sure some of these fights in the opening we see are going to happen. And I will say, I don't think I noticed it until after I did my predictions, but I noticed that there's one point where Asta has his, like, one wing out in that whole, like, anti-magic form, and he's, like, jumping at Langris. So I guess that's another, like, another thing pointing at the fact that Langris might end up beating Finral, because we see Asta fighting him, which the only way to do that is if Langris wins and moves on to fight Asta, you know? So, but I don't really trust everything we see in the opening either, because their eyes are like glowing red, like they're evil as shit, you know? And I don't know if that's just symbolism because, like, Asta's fighting them, or if something happens where they get, like, mind controlled, like something interrupts this tournament. I don't know. But, like, it's weird that they look so evil, even though they're, like, other Magic Knights that are supposed to be good guys in the opening, you know? But we'll just have to wait and see. So, yeah, I'm excited to see more. I think that's going to be it from me, though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy. Check out my Patreon if you want to see the next couple episodes ahead. You can do so on there right now, as well as my Patreon exclusive content where I am watching Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Sails, and Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2. You get access to all of those on my Patreon if you subscribe right now. So I very much appreciate it if you check that out. But yeah, the link is in the description. You can go to patreon.com/Morthadon, or it should be popping up on the screen. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.